In this video, we're going to talk about Snofisk's The Deeps. This is one of the biggest boards that I rode for the year. It's a swallowtail, but it was also super playful for its size. It's a board that's not limited by its size, actually. It ripped in the trees. It's got rear foot camber, which makes it more powder driven to get that nose up. It's a board for just wide open blower pow days or just powder days in general. It's a board that is very versatile for its size. So for those of you that want something a little different, you should be checking this out from Snofisk. And I'm going to break down what's going on with this board in this review. This board features Snofisk's rear foot power camber. So it's a set back traditional camber under the back foot that arcs down into a rocker in the nose. So when you engage this camber zone, it elevates the rocker up, allowing it to have better float and powder, better ease of entry into turns, and still that snap and precision from the back foot. All right, so the Deeps was definitely the biggest board I tested for 2018, and you'd think for something with this shape and this big it was going to be stiff. You'd be so wrong. This board was actually below a middle of the road flex. It was super playful in the tip and the tail, super playful between the feet. It was one of those boards you could really just twist and flex. It would just skip up and over anything in its path. It didn't plow through it. It just got you up on top of it. This is a board for planing on top of pow and deep, deep pow. With the size of this board, you can charge with it. Yeah, the tips are going to flap a little bit, but that chatter doesn't resonate back underfoot. It's actually very damp underfoot, which just adds to the overall stability of this board. This is a board for high-speed cruising, and when you run into really crappy conditions, it just gets up on top of it. That softer flex bends the board, and it just allows it to get up on top and charge. This board is back foot camber dominant. With this board being back foot camber dominant, it helps it get snap. You are going to fight that whole nose to get the board popping in the air, but the snap is actually very solid. It's really designed to allow you to leverage the board to get it up on snow. It's not one of those decks that you're going to load up and just pop off anything. I did send like a 15-foot rock drop with it, and it was stable in the landing, which is surprising for how soft it was. And it did a great job of just charging out the run out on it. Overall, it's not the snappiest board out there, but it gets the job done. Holy shit, can you butter the nose on this board. It's just like a giant spatula with great flex. You can leverage the crap out of it, get your weight over it, push it in, and just swivel and sizzle. You can get sideways, you can do a 180, pop right back out. There's a little bit of snap to it, but not a lot. It doesn't even overwhelm you. You don't notice it until you're trying to revert back around. Would I butter on the tail? No, it's a swallowtail. You're not going to butter on the tail, so just get that through your head. I found this board lacked in tight technical carves when I'd get into firmer snow. It's just too big, and the side cut just doesn't engage it for it. But long, drawn-out carves, it holds itself. You can push off the tail and really get this board to drive itself from one side of the trail to the other. It's one of those decks that when you're not in fresh snow and you need to carve to get back to the chairlift, it does a good job. But if you're going to go out and try to carve it daily on groomers, it's not going to frickin' work. This is a board for the powder hound that wants a big gun. This isn't going to be a daily driver. You might not even get out with this thing 10 days a year unless you're traveling for fresh snow. But if you are, this is a quintessential swallowtail powder board. This board was actually really versatile in the trees, surprisingly for its size. I had a lot of fun getting into tight technical trees. I was just pushing myself through there, zipping along. It's nimble where it counts because of that softer flex. But make no mistake about it, this is a board for going out and just chasing wide open pow. Okay guys, it's time to compare the Deeps. So let's see what's out there. The Jones Lone Wolf. The Weston Japow. The Moss Swallowtail. The Endeavor Arch Type. Remember to comment, share, subscribe, and like this video. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below, that way you're getting a notification, and I'll see you guys in another video. If you've been enjoying all these product reviews and you haven't been buying through our affiliate program, which is down there, why don't you check out our Patreon? This is a great way for you to get involved with us. There's some great rewards on there, and it helps fund us so we can do more product reviews for you guys that enjoy what we're doing.